Greetings, folks. Diamond Woods 12 back again with another video. I'm going to clear this Power Ranger Megaforce casting stuff up. No, I do not know the cast, so people please stop asking. I do not know the cast, so I don't know why you're asking me. Excuse me. Go ask somebody like Ranger crew. Go ask people on Ranger board. I really don't know the cast. I mean, people have been asking me, do I know the cast? I mean, just because I said in the last video, they do know who the cast is. The cast that we had, they've been cast, but I don't know. It hasn't been released. It's probably not going to be released till Morphicon, but anyway. But that's not what I'm come to talk about. People kind of have gotten the wrong impression of my last Power Ranger video with me calling Power Rangers racist. I never intended to call Power Rangers racist. I really didn't. Never intended to call it racist. I wasn't really calling them racist because if you think about it, they've had a lot of diversity. Each cast have been pretty diverse. And I'm going to kind of name a couple of them. Go through the seasons and name them. Starting with Mighty Morphin. Of course, they had a black guy as the Black Ranger and an Asian girl as an Asian Ranger. Not Asian Ranger. Asian girl as the Yellow Ranger. And people were saying there was a white guy as the Black Ranger. White guy as the Red Ranger. And if you think about it, I think Austin St. John's mixed. I think he's white, Latino, and something else mixed together, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he has like a darker tone too, so like a darker tanner tone. So I don't know if he's full white, but anyway, I think he was mixed. And then he had the only two white people that was on the team were Kimberly and Billy, really. And Tommy was like, I think in real life he's a German Jew. I think he's a German Jew in real life, but he was playing Native American. His character was supposed to be Native American, so. And they were a pretty diverse cast. I don't know why I was tripping about the last video, my video talking about Sunday Love, because it actually really it took me by surprise that apparently this girl Sunday Love, who from what I'm hearing was on America's Next Top Model, and she auditioned for Power Rangers. She got plenty of auditions. She auditioned the first time she auditioned. She got a call back. She went to the callback, auditioned again, got another call back, auditioned again, got a screen test, got called to do a screen test, did a screen test, went back, did another screen test, and then went to a mix and match section. A mix and match section where that's when they like put all the actors in the category. They put them all together and see how they work with each other. Excuse me. They did a mix and match session. But when it came down to casting, when they cast her, and think about it, meanwhile, the Power Rangers casting has for this 20th anniversary has been going on since August of last year, August of 2011. Then they called casting off up until April. In April they started casting again, and that's where we got the cast we have now. I mean, I don't know that cast, but up until now they just found out the cast. And it's been taking so long. It's been taking forever to get the cast. But anyway, but they told his actress, they told Sunday Love that we all know. They told her, according to her or her Twitter page, they told her manager that she didn't get cast in a role because they already casted a black guy. And I would say this: at least we have African American. At least we have some diversity. And from what I'm hearing, I mean, I don't know. I think the actress that's playing the Pink Ranger, I think she may be Latino. If I'm not mistaken, I think she may be Latino. And what I'm hearing, we may have an Asian blue or another African American blue, or we probably gonna have an African American black or a Latino black, something like that. I don't know. I think we're gonna have another Caucasian Red Ranger. But anyway, whenever the cast is announced, I'll let you guys know. But anyway, I'm gonna go through the season now and prove that Power Rangers isn't racist. People have been writing me messages like on Facebook saying I watched a video of you calling the Power Rangers racist. I've never called them racist, but they have had a pretty diverse cast in most seasons. Like a Mighty Morphin, you had a black guy as a Black Ranger, Asian girl as a Yellow Ranger, which they claim they didn't know they did it that way. But anyway, we're gonna give Saban their word. They claim they didn't know they did it like that, but yeah, they claim they didn't know they did it like that. But anyway, then we had, like I said, a mixed guy as the Red Ranger, a guy that's white, Latino, and I think some other race. But when I'm here, I think he's some other race, and I think on his official Wikipedia page, I think he's different ethnicities. But then we had two Caucasians as the Blue and Pink Ranger, and we had a German Jew as a I don't know. I'm hearing people say, I don't know. I'm hearing people say Jason David Frank is a German Jew. I don't know. I know his character was supposed to have been Native American. I do know that. I think his character was supposed to have been Native American. But anyway, and then we got the second season of Mighty Morphin. We got Rocky, who was Latino, and then we got it was supposed to be Latino, and then we got I thought I said Ashley. Her name's Karen Ashley. Then we got Aisha, who's black. Adam, who I think was Korean or Asian, Adam, who was Asian. I think he was playing Korean. I don't know. Adam was Asian. Well, and then we got Kat. In the third season, we got Kat, who was Australian. She wasn't even from this country. She was Australian. So they were they've been pretty diverse. Well, then we got Zeo, who were kind of the same Rangers of Mighty Morphin, except for you got Tanya, who's black, and like I said, Adam, who's Asian, Rocky, who's Latino, Tommy, who is supposed to be Native American, and I don't think Jason David Frank is Native American. I don't know. But then we got Kat, who's Australian. Then we got Jason coming back, who was mixed. Anyway, and then we got Turbo, and I'm talking about the second team of Turbo. We got TJ, who's black, first African American Red Ranger, which kind of proves they're not racist. Saban's not racist. They cast the African American Red Ranger. And then we got I think Ashley is supposed to be Cuban, if I'm not mistaken. I think she's Cuban in real life, if I'm not mistaken. Then we got Carlos, who's Latino, and we got Cassie, who's I think Asian. I think she's Asian or Korean one. I think she's Asian. And then we got Justin, who's white. I mean, in Turbo has really been the most diverse cast, in my opinion. Sorry, my nose itches. Turbo has been the most diverse cast in Power Rangers history. They've had the most diverse cast, in my opinion. And then we got In Space, which is the same Rangers from Turbo. And we got Andros, who was Caucasian, and I think Zane was Caucasian. And then we got Lost Galaxy. They were pretty diverse in that group. They had a black guy. They had a black guy being the Green Ranger. A Caucasian as I don't think Maya was Caucasian. I don't think the actress that played Maya is Caucasian. We got two Caucasians as the Red and Pink Ranger. They got an Asian Blue Ranger and another Caucasian as the Magnet Defender. But they were a pretty diverse cast. And then we got Lightspeed Rescue. I said Lost Gal. We got Lightspeed Rescue, Caucasian Red and Pink Ranger, Black Green Ranger, Asian Blue Ranger. And I think I don't know. I think the Yellow Ranger was Caucasian too. She looked like she could have been Latino. I don't know, but anyway. Then we got Time Force. This season that had the last African American girl on Power Rangers. There's only been 3 African American girls on Power Rangers. We had Aisha, Tanya, and Katie from Time Force. But yeah, Time Force, they had a Caucasian and Pink. There's been a lot of Caucasian and Pink, Pink, and Red Rangers. But anyway, we had a lot of Caucasian. And this girl, Sunday Love, she would have been the first, if she'd been cast, she would have been the first African American Pink Ranger. Anyway, then we got like I said, we had two, I was talking about Time Force, Caucasian and white, a Caucasian pink and red ranger, and we had a black yellow ranger. I think a Filipino or Asian. I think Trip was supposed to be Asian too, Asian or Filipino too. Not Carlos. Him and what was his name? Him and Lucas. And I think Dan Southworth played Eric. I think he's Asian. Anyway, so therefore I don't technically count him as a Red Ranger. But if people can say I wouldn't mind seeing an Asian Red Ranger. There's never been an Asian Red Ranger or a Latino Red Ranger. I don't think we've ever had a Latino Red Ranger. And then we got Wild Force. We had didn't have a Pink Ranger in that season. We had a Caucasian Red Ranger. Well, actually, I actually think he's Latino. I think Rick Medina. I think his name Medina. I actually think he's little Hispanic. I really think he's Hispanic. So therefore we've had a Hispanic Red Ranger. If he's Hispanic, then we had a Black Blue Ranger. Asian. I think Jessica Rae's Asian, if I'm not mistaken, or Latino one. I don't know. I have to look up her ethnicity, her ethnic background. But I think she was Filipino. Jessica Rae, she was a White Ranger, Filipino. Excuse me. First female White Ranger, by the way. She's the first female White Ranger, because of the Sentai footage. But anyway, had a Latino Black Ranger, and we had a Caucasian Yellow Ranger, and we had Merrick, who was Caucasian, as the Lone Wolf Ranger, was mostly like another Silver Ranger. And then we had we got Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm was the first ever. They were the first ever full. Well, they weren't full Australian, because that's when Disney fully bought. Well, they really started shooting. Well, they started shooting Power Rangers in New Zealand toward the end of toward the middle of Wild Force. But anyway, but the Ninja Storm team, we had the first Samoan Red. There wasn't African American on the team, but the first Samoan Red Ranger. When I first seen Shane, I thought he was black, but I kind of realized, I was like, he looks kind of darker. I mean, he looks really. He looks like more like he's not from this country, but he's not from this country, but he's Samoan. Then we had two Caucasian. The Crimson Ranger was Caucasian, Hunter, and then Tori, she was the first female Blue Ranger. She was she's supposed to be Caucasian. Then I think Dustin was supposed to be like Latino, and then Blake was Filipino. Well, he's really Canadian in real life, but anyway. And then we got after Ninja Storm, we got Dino Thunder. Had a Caucasian Red Ranger, even though the guy was from New Zealand. Caucasian Red Ranger, African American Blue Ranger, and a Caucasian Yellow Ranger, and Native American Black Ranger, and I don't know Trent's race. I think he may look like he can be Philippine. I don't know, but I don't know Trent's race. But anyway. And then we got SPD. We had our second African American Red Ranger. With Jack. And then we had a Caucasian White Ranger. I think. A Caucasian Green Ranger. And Caucasian actually, if you think about it, SPD, it was an all white team being led by a black guy. I think they were Z was supposed to be Hispanic. Z was Latino. Elizabeth Delgado, and she was Latino, but they had three Caucasians and a Latino girl and a black guy. They were the main team. Anyway, Sixth Ranger was a dog. The Sixth Ranger was a dog. Didn't know what the Omega Ranger looked like until the very end. But he was Caucasian. Anyway, and they were most of that team was from Canada. Most of the SPD team was from Canada. But anyway, then we got at the SPD we have Mystic Force, which had the first Middle Eastern Red Ranger. We had the first Middle Eastern Red Ranger, and but they all of them were from New Zealand. They were the first full-fledged New Zealand team. All of them from New Zealand. But anyway, and then we got the first. We had the middle, but Nick was Middle Eastern. The first Middle Eastern Red Ranger. And then but I actually thought Vita was African American at first. But then I realized that her and Madison were supposed to be sisters, and I think Madison and Vita both were Filipino. And Chip and Xander are supposed to be Australian. And Chip was Caucasian. Well, anyway, then we got after that we got Operation Overdrive. Caucasian, even though they were all of them were from New Zealand, but had a Caucasian Red Ranger, second African American Black Ranger, Asian Blue Ranger. There's a lot of Asian Blue Ranger, Caucasian Yellow Ranger, I think Latino, Filipino, I think she was Filipino. She was Latino or Filipino. Rose, I think that was Rose. I watched Operation Overdrive, but not that much. And she was the Pink Ranger, Filipino Pink Ranger, Filipino or Latino Pink Ranger. Then we got Jungle Fury, which actually was really the least diverse of all the cast, because in my opinion that was 4 Caucasians, 4 white people and an Asian guy. Cause let's see, the Red Ranger Casey was Caucasian. Well, I think he's from Canada in real life. Casey's Caucasian. Lily was Caucasian. Theo was Asian. Dominic, which is my real name. Dominic was he was Caucasian. I think his name was Dominic. If I'm not mistaken. What's that guy's name? Dominic? I don't know. But I didn't watch Jungle Fury, so I don't know. And RJ, he was Caucasian, which was the first ever purple Ranger. He was the Wolf Ranger, but he was a Purple Ranger. And then we had RPM, which has another African American Red Ranger. We had a Caucasian Yellow Ranger, Caucasian Black Ranger. First ever Caucasian Black Ranger, by the way. And from what I can remember, I think it's the first ever Caucasian Black Ranger. Like I said, Caucasian Black Ranger, Caucasian Yellow Ranger. Two Asian, we had 2 Asian, the twins, Jim and Gemma, they were the Silver and Gold Ranger. 2 Asian Rangers. A Scottish Ranger, even though I don't think he was Scottish in real life. I think he was from New Zealand. The actor that played Flint, I don't think he was Scottish. If he wasn't Scottish, he had a very great accent. Then we had a Caucasian Green Ranger. But anyway, and now we've got Samurai, pretty diverse cast. Excuse me. Caucasian Red Ranger, which they originally called for. They wanted a Caucasian Red Ranger. Then they eventually changed the casting call, and then eventually in the long run they cast a Caucasian actor as the Red Ranger. The Caucasian Red Ranger, African American Blue Ranger, which I really don't like him that much. From what I've seen in Samurai, I hated Kevin. Because I don't think the guy can act that well. Najee, he can't act that well, in my opinion. But anyway, and a lot of other people's opinions. But African American Blue Ranger, Latino Green Ranger, Caucasian Yellow Ranger, Asian Pink Ranger, Latino Gold Ranger. But yeah, Power Rangers have been pretty diverse. To sum this up, Power Rangers have been pretty diverse in the past. They've been pretty diverse, and I think they're going to continue to be diverse. But it would have been great to see an African American Pink Ranger. And a lot of people actually claim, and I agree with this in a way, the black guys that have been on Power Rangers there are 2 type of black guys that they'll cast. They'll cast the, hey, what's up? The, hey, let's kick it, like the let's kick it, the what's up guy, the a yo baby yo type of guy that'll go try to spit game to the girls and all that. Zach was kind of that as well as the other type of black guy that cast. Another type of black guy that cast would be the, I'm gonna say, the bougie white talking black guy. Like we've had a couple of seasons of. We got that. I get that with Kevin, the white talking black guy, and Zach wasn't white talking, but he was more like the hood type guy, the yo baby yo type guy. And then we got the hey what's up mama thing, something like that type of guy, that smooth talking cool hood type guy. But anyway, then we got then we had the next black guy we had was TJ. TJ was, to me, was the only one that had balance. The only African American male on Power Rangers that had balance. And I saw this video for so long. Thank you guys. I gotta get all this off my chest, but thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for lasting this long. And yeah, TJ was like he was the what I'd call the, he had a lot of balance. I mean, he could get to that whole yo baby thing, but he also had a like a little white talking black guy thing in it. But he had some street cred, like he had a little street cred in a way. But anyway, then we had Damon from Lost Galaxy. Damon was he was like the technician, kind of in a way like the white sounding black guy. He was the white sounding black guy in my opinion. Then we had Joel, who was the yo baby. He was the space cat, the black cowboy. He was the yo baby type guy in my opinion, because he's always trying to hit on fair weather. But I like Joel. And then we had then the next black guy we had was Ethan, I think. After Joel, I think the next black guy we had was Ethan from Dino Thunder. No, it wasn't Ethan from Dino Thunder. It was Max. He was the yo baby type guy in my opinion, and also he kind of was a white sounding guy in a way, in my opinion. And then we had Ethan from Dino Thunder. He was a smart guy. I mean, he was a smart guy. I mean, but, and I will say he was kind of the white talking guy. Like, kind of like how I talk. People say I talk white. I don't know if I talk white or not. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that. But anyway, but anyway, like Ethan, he was like the white sounding black guy. But he was the smart black guy. And then we had after Dino Thunder, we had Jack. Was actually kind of, he wasn't the yo baby type guy. He was really the reason I like Jack and TJ as Red Rangers. I like Scott too, but I like Jack and TJ because they didn't take no shit. Jack and TJ didn't take shit from nobody. But anyway, Jack was the commanding type black guy. He was like, I think he was a mixture between the yo baby type guy, because he could get a little. Well, he also kind of sounded like the white talking black guy too. But then we got after Jack we got Will from Operation Overdrive. He was the yo baby show offy type black guy. He was really a show off. Will was more of a show off. And then now we got Kevin. No, not Kevin. We got Scott from RPM. He was the white sounding black guy, but he was the leader, so he kind of had to be. But anyway, even though Ecuadorville is from New Zealand. But anyway, now we got Kevin, who's the white sounding black guy. Kevin's the white sounding black guy. But anyway, I hope this is bigger. I wonder what kind of personality this new black guy we're gonna get. Which I'm hearing he's gonna be the Black Ranger or the Blue Ranger. I'm hearing he's the Black Ranger. From what I'm hearing, I think he's gonna be the Black Ranger. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know how you guys feel about thank you guys for watching this long. If you lasted this long. This is how I feel about the whole Power Ranger Megaforce casting thing. I mean, Power Rangers has been pretty diverse. I don't know why I made that video rant and saying they were I never really said they were racist, but they have been pretty diverse in the last couple of years. And since it's been on, they've been pretty diverse. But let me know how you guys think. Are you guys hyped about Power Rangers Megaforce? I mean, I've gotten a little hyped about it now because it's the 20th anniversary, and from what I'm hearing, they're gonna have like old past Rangers come back, and I'm interested in seeing who they're gonna get to come back. But anyway, that's about all I got for this video. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Like it, rate, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, I'm gonna be back pretty soon. But yeah, anyway, this is Diamond Woods 12 checking out. Peace. God bless. and I'm out.